Alright, so full disclosure, I wasn't a fan of Blumhouse doing their sequel to Halloween to begin with. The one that's called Halloween, that ignores the sequels to Halloween, but is also not entitled Halloween 2. Anyways, I wasn't a fan of that to begin with. That said, Halloween 2018 surprised me. While it was not my favorite Halloween movie, because, well, how could it be? Also not my favorite sequel. It wasn't bad. So we fast forward to Halloween Kills. Which is... And I'm just a guy. We're allowed to have different opinions. But, for me, an absolutely fucking atrocious film. It's all over the place. It tries to be preachy, and it doesn't need to be. There's a whole lot of subplot threads that... unnecessary. Completely unnecessary. So to say that I had low expectations for Halloween Ends is a little bit of an understatement. And again, real quick, I'm shooting from the hip here. I got nothing written down here. I literally just finished Halloween Ends. So I'm going to do my best to not get into spoiler territory, but when and if I do, it'll be later in the video, and I'll put a little fucking whatever up for it. So Halloween Ends. I would say that, thankfully, yes, Halloween Ends, and it's a mercy kill, man. It is a mercy kill. This film is going to be very divisive for the fan base. You're either going to like it or you're going to hate it, which is, probably a good thing for any form of art, because if you're in the middle ground and you're indifferent, then the artist has kind of failed at what they were intending to do. That being said, I fall on the, I don't want to say hate it, but dislike it side. I feel like the filmmakers thought to themselves, well, listen, Halloween 3 is kind of revered. Now it is. Back, there's a fan base that doesn't like Halloween 3. I am not part of that fan base. I think Halloween 3 is great. But I feel like maybe the filmmakers were like, everybody kind of likes Halloween 3 now, so maybe if we just did a thing that, is, and, it's going to be hard to even get into this without tiptoeing into spoilers, but you've been warned. You've been warned. Potential spoilers. I can't discuss this without spoilers in some way. So, Halloween 3, it was like they thought, well, people kind of like Halloween 3, especially now. People look back on it fondly. Let's make a movie that doesn't have Michael Myers in it. Really, not a whole lot at all. We'll sprinkle him in, but let's just do, Joni Loves Chachi, but horror, and with the Halloween IP. So, when the film started, about half an hour into it, I kind of got the vibe of knowing where they were going to go with it. And unfortunately, for better or worse, I was 100% right as to where they went with it, with the character of Corey. Not a fan, man. Not a fan. I feel like they, Friday the 13th Part 5 may have done this better. I don't know. The again, spoilers, copycat shit. The copycat killer kind of inspired. The town is just, there's an evil in Haddonfield, and people can't get past their grief. An hour and 15 minutes into it, I'm just scratching my head and I'm like, what the fuck am I watching? It's not that I didn't understand what was happening. I was just asking myself, why does this need to be a thing? Why do I need to see this? Why is this? Why is this thing the supposed last in the Halloween franchise? For the life of me, I can't wrap my head around it. And again, I just watched it. I literally just watched it. This is my honest, immediate reactions. The score was great. The score was great. And listen, for what the movie was, from a technical aspect, the film was fine. It was fine. The performances were fine. The shot compositions were fine. I would argue that if this is not a Halloween film, the story is fine. it's like a story that didn't need to be a Halloween film. It didn't need Michael Myers. It didn't need Laurie Strode to be a film. So I'm kind of confused as to why this wound up as a Halloween film. I don't know. I was going to call an audible and record tomorrow's episode of the Monster Cast on Halloween Ends. But I don't think I'm going to have fun doing that. Because I sure as hell did not have fun watching this movie. And listen, if you did, man, good for you. It's got to be for somebody out there. And if you enjoyed it, I'm glad you enjoyed it. But I think that we all owe Rob Zombie an apology.